you guys? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to do Archer's 4-month baby update. He turns 4 months old tomorrow, which is crazy. And Caleb has to go back to work tomorrow, so that's why we're filming it today. And normally I would like do my makeup and like get ready for a video like this, but I just didn't feel like it. So we're just gonna do it. We've done this every month, so this is our 4th time updating on our baby, which is crazy. And we actually filmed his 3-month update like 2 days early last time, and then that day, the day that he turned 3 months old, he started like doing all this crazy stuff. So like this month has been like an eventful month, I feel like, for him. Yeah. Like a lot of changes. It's been really hard, honestly. It's been a hard month. Sure. Because a lot of developmental things, but I guess we'll just get right into it. Every week I kind of write down the notable stuff that happened and changes and all that good stuff. So are you ready to get right into it? So for 13 weeks he giggled for the first time. The day that he turned 13 weeks, we were taking his 3-month photos, and he like literally had the little like coin of the 3-month thing, and he giggled for the very first time, and we got it on video and we got really cute pictures, so I could insert that right here.
You're super cute. You're super cute. Yeah.
So that was really fun. I don't know if we've mentioned this, we probably have, that he gets the hiccups literally every single day. That's not a new thing for this month. He just always has the hiccups. But we realized that we didn't really, it's one of those things that we've never like really mentioned, I don't think. Maybe we have. So I wanted to make sure that we fit it into a video somewhere, so when we look back on it we could remember that he literally has the hiccups all the time.
Since before he was born.
Yeah, he had the hiccups like 2 or 3 times a day when he was still in my stomach, and then every day since he's been born. I think I can remember like 2 days maybe that he hasn't gotten the hiccups. Yeah. So also during 13 weeks he could fully hold his head up during tummy time. I feel like we kind of just rolled him over for tummy time one day and he was just like, nope, just like holding his head up perfectly fine. So that was really cool. He also, the day after he turned 3 months old, he rolled over for the first time, and that just kind of like randomly happened. He just like kept doing cool stuff just randomly. He was just doing tummy time, and then all of a sudden he just like whoop, flopped over. So he can roll belly to back, but he can't quite roll back to belly yet. He can go like belly to side and then like almost all the way over, but his arm gets in the way, so he can't totally do that. And then he also started eating every more like 2 to 3 hours. I guess, I mean, I feel like he still eats every like hour and a half, honestly, but sometimes he'll go like 2.5 or 3 hours without eating, so that's been nice. He's been able to like take in more food and not be as hungry all the time if he's not too distracted to eat, like get a full meal in. And he also, I wrote that it was a really hard week. He was just really fussy. We weren't sure if he was teething, which he's not because he doesn't have any teeth yet, but it's been a fussy month. Yeah. It's just been
like he likes to stand now.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all he wants to do, but he can't do it on his own, so. Yeah,
I think he's just like, he's ready to do stuff, but he physically can't do it yet, so he's just kind of fussy because he's like, no, I want to constantly, like, I don't want to stand, I want to play, I want to do this, I want to do that, but he's only 4 months old, so like he can't really do all that stuff. So yeah, I just wrote that it was a hard week. 14 weeks is kind of when the sleep regression really hit, and I think that's why this month has been so hard, because he was sleeping from like 8 or 9 until 2 or 3, and then until like 5 or 6, and then starting this month he's kind of been waking up, like he'll go to bed between 7:30 and 8, and then he'll wake up at 12 and 2 and 4 and 5 and 6. Like he wakes up just so much during the night, and sometimes he eats, most of the time he eats, sometimes he doesn't, and he just like wants to like be nursed back to sleep. So we definitely dealt with the 4-month sleep regression for sure. That made this month pretty difficult because we just weren't really getting as much sleep. It was kind of lucky that Caleb didn't have to go to work during this month, because it was pretty exhausting in terms of that. We transitioned him out of his swaddle this week as well, because once he started rolling belly to back, we weren't really sure how much he was going to be rolling, and it also just seemed like time. He was outgrowing his swaddle like lengthwise. He was too long for it anyway, so we transitioned him out of his swaddle, and now he has a nested bean, one of those like weighted sleep sacks, so he sleeps in that, and that honestly wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No, it seemed like he was ready, so. Yeah,
the first few days were a little rough, just getting used to like putting him down in his crib and having his arms flop versus like being tight to him, so we'd like wake him up more putting him down. It was kind of harder, but that was only for a few days, and now it's like totally fine. So that was a big thing. He loves holding on to things, so during this week we noticed he started like, when we'd put like the spit rag to clean off his drool or something, he would like grab it. So he's been loving to like hold on to rags and towels and stuff like that. He's chewing on literally everything. Chews on his fingers, chews on your fingers, chews on like the rags. He just like loves to chew on stuff. We have a few teethers, like the Sophie giraffe teether and stuff, that he'll hold it and kind of try to figure out how to put it into his mouth. But he'd rather just chew on his fingers. He loves to chew on his fingers. When he turned 15 weeks, we moved him into his own room. That was a really big transition, probably more for me than it was for him. Yeah. Honestly, he sleeps pretty much exactly the same in his own room. Maybe even a little better, because we're not like jumping up every time he makes a sound to see what he's doing, and we're not like disturbing his sleep as much. We filmed that too, so I can link that down below, the video where we moved all his stuff into his room and set up his new baby monitor and all that. So that was a big deal. We also started finally having like a more... Are you grumpy? Having like a legit bedtime routine. So we started, we'll like give him a bath, we played the same song, we can like turn the TV off, turn the lights off, do like a full bedtime routine, which we're gonna do a nighttime routine for you guys sometime soon. But it's only been a few weeks since we started doing that, but I feel like it helps him go to bed now that he has like a pretty strict bedtime. We put him to bed usually between 7:30 and 8. And yeah, like always doing bath time. We always play Rockabye Baby. We always do like the same things now for nighttime. He started to hate the car randomly. Like obviously we're in quarantine, so we haven't been leaving a lot. But then we decided to like start going for car rides just to like get out of the house and like look at some trees and some houses and stuff. And he was really enjoying it at first, and now he hates the car. So he gets really upset when we put him in his car seat. So
because he has to sit still.
Yeah, and he doesn't like sitting still anymore. So he doesn't really like his car seat, and he doesn't like going in the car anymore. He wants to stand all the time. That kind of started at week 15. Oh. Started sucking his thumb. He only does that every once in a while, but we find that he'll do that.
I might have to stand up. He's getting pretty
Finally he'll do that more like in the middle of the night. He started to actually like figure out where his thumb is, and he'll like put his whole hand over his nose and stuff like that, which is super cute. More like giggling. He kind of like, his armpits get ticklish sometimes, which is really funny. Like if he's naked and you're like taking his clothes off, or you just find the right spot, he'll like giggle and stuff when you tickle his armpits, so that's super cute. And then this past week was week 16, and I didn't really have a lot written down. I put that he naps every like 1.5 hours now. He usually would only stay up for an hour, and now he can kind of go an hour and a half. Sometimes at night, if he wakes up from his last nap around like 5, then he'll be up for like 2 or 2.5 hours, and we'll push it till 7 or 7:30. Are you happy now because you're standing? He also loves to do the airplane. And then I also put for this past week that he started sleeping in later. He used to wake up between 5 and 6 a.m., which was pretty early, and now he doesn't wake up until 7 or 8, which is super, super nice. Sometimes he'll wake up around 6:30 and he'll eat, and then he'll put himself back to sleep for another hour and a half or so. So that's been nice, huh? And that's actually all I have written down. Do you have anything?
No, you covered it. I was going to mention the armpit thing because it's really cute and fun, but that's about it.
He's very smiley now. He smiles and giggles a lot more, right?
Yeah.
It's been a fussy, difficult month, but it's been really fun because he just is so giggly and smiley, and
yeah, he's like coming online.
Starting
you can see.
Yeah, like every day I feel like he's more and more of a little human. And you can start to tell what makes him happy and what doesn't, and what he likes and what he doesn't like. And yeah, that is his 4-month update. I feel like I just talked really fast, but I could tell that he was getting fussy, and it like makes me nervous when he gets fussy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We make them obviously for you guys, but also for ourselves, because I think it's really cool that one day we'll have just a video from every single month talking about the transitions he's going through. And I also think it'll be really helpful and interesting when we have a second baby to be like
comparison,
see what they were each like during months, and like maybe what we can expect or how they'll be different. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. All right, Joe, see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Bye.